This is the McCurdy Real Estate at Auction Varsity Pregame Show. Coach Christina Commons reviews the last varsity game and takes a look at today's upcoming contest. Sponsored by McCurdy Real Estate at Auction. Real estate, but better. And now, let's join Coach Commons with Kevin Arkin.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Grizzly Girls Soccer. It is playoff time, and we are in Liberal, Kansas for the regional semifinal tonight against the Redskins. And as we always are before our varsity contest, we're joined by our head coach, Christina Commons. And coach, with everything that was going on Thursday on senior night, we were all busy as one-armed paper hangers. We didn't get a chance to get together, but so let's look back a little bit at Thursday if we can. You know, the game itself, pretty much what everybody was expecting. I'm not putting West down by saying that, but it's pretty much what everybody expected, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. West has definitely developed over the years, and so hats off to them, because it's hard. You can't just make changes overnight from year to year. But for what they're bringing into the table, they have gotten better. They're getting postseason play this year. It's exciting. I mean, you don't want to say that you played down, and that is something that I don't feel like my girls did, because you always have teams that someone who plays a little slower pace. You'll see teams go to that slow pace game. And I feel like we tried to keep it up pace. We tried to keep it at the speed that we were more comfortable with. It would have been nice still to see a little bit faster pace from my girls. But overall, out of all of the stuff that we had that we wanted to work on, our passing, our inside out, not just going straight up the middle, just all around the game looked a lot better even.
Well, and I did notice at one point in the game you had forwards playing defense and vice versa. And I assume that was a multi-purpose for that, one being giving him the opportunity to do that because it was there. But was the passing game part of that as well?
I mean, the passing kind of was what it was. I like the fact that we kept finding the middle people. But the forwards and defense is because I had to put Shillings as a defender in my center back. And it's not something that I'm super happy to have to do because she does a phenomenal job back there. But when I do put her up front, she becomes one of my scoring people. So I need her up there as well, which I can't have her in both places. So we'll kind of see what we figure out. But what I do like about this last game, Kimberly Johnston ended up scoring for us. She kind of got some things going, and I really appreciated that. She was due for it. She has the 100% capability of it. So I think her being up there is also something that we need. But it'll just be interesting of, do I want to play it safe and be defensive, or do I want to go and say, no, we're going to go and score. We're just going to get the game going the way we want.
Well, you know, there's arguments on either side of that equation, of course, but one of them is you can't win if you don't score. And that would be an argument in favor of let's play offense and take our chances in the back on defense and see what happens. You do have solid goalkeeping back there, so it's not as big a gamble as it would be as if you had a weak goalkeeper, which we don't. So I mean that would be one of the positives of doing that. But at the same time, I guess the flip side of that is, you know, soccer is mainly a defense first game, always has been. It's the nature of the beast. So do you want to flip that coin over and take that gamble? I guess you'll make that decision once we hit the field here later. But against West High, you probably could have done it either way and still gotten benefit out of it. And I guess that's the beauty of all that. So
yeah, and at least still giving Shillings that chance, being the senior is, with that being her senior night, getting her that chance to not just play defense but play that offense and be that key role for us. Then we had Raylan Grant did a phenomenal job at the attacking mid. She was vocal with her team and talking about getting switches, the movement of the ball. She had great leadership in that aspect. Then you have Isabel Santiago playing the left side or the right side for me. I mean, she is just unstoppable right now and capable of so many things, and I'm so lucky to have her. And then, of course, our goalkeeper, Liliana. Glad she didn't get to touch the ball too much because we're still trying to rest her up as much as possible. I said, if the ball gets back there too much, I'm going to have to pull you just because I want her back to get that rest and everything that it needs. I mean, with that said, my seniors came out, they played really well. I'm excited to see what we can do today. Being a Monday game, it's going to be a little interesting, and we're traveling. But I'm really hoping that my girls are super excited, just like I am.
Well, and you mentioned Liliana and keeping her rested and what have you. I know she's been struggling with injury. We've talked about it. Uh, what is her situation right now? I mean, as we stand right this minute.
She definitely has some pain in her back, kind of shoulders and neck kind of area. And it's not something that I want to mess with. She's gone to the doctor. They don't really know exactly what it is. I think it's the hard collision she's been taking. She's coming out. She's being aggressive. She's going one on one. She's getting kicked, hit, pushed. All things you don't want a goalkeeper to see have done to him, but it's kind of the way it goes in the game. And I don't feel like it's going to get any lighter for her as she continues on her career. We're just trying to make it sure that she's as comfortable as possible for the rest of the season.
And since you brought that up, I'm gonna allude to it. You've got four seniors who are leaving the program, and Liliana, among others, is going to play next year. And if memory, I mean, the senior night thing was just a few days ago, but Liliana is going to go to Newman, correct?
Liliana is going to Southwestern.
Like I said, she's going to Southwestern to play goal. Uh,
Lillian
Lillian is
and
going to,
Raylan are
yeah, I
both
got it
going to
backwards.
Newman. Yep.
Yeah. So,
So
and is Isabel's not going to play, is she? Or
Isabel is not going to play. She's actually, I'm pretty sure it's a sweet deal. I think she's got like a full ride package kind of thing for her singing. She's a
exactly.
phenomenal singer, and I wish we could have celebrated that more for her at this end of the season. But with all of the burlesque going on and all the other concerts that go on, she found time to do both soccer and those things, which I think is phenomenal.
And if I'd have thought of it sooner, and I didn't, but when I was reading the senior night script and I mentioned that she was getting a full ride vocal thing, what went through my mind was, why aren't we having her sing the national anthem?
She is.
That would have been a great way for her to go out.
It would have. She's a very modest person. And so putting herself on that spot or even asking if she could is not in her comfort zone. What I would like to see, I'm going to keep in touch with her. I want to see if I can try to bring her back next year because it won't be as difficult or anything because she's not having to play afterwards or that next thing. But I have a feeling that we might be able to get her to come back next year and do that for us for one of the games, which I think would be awesome because it's
That would
celebrating a
be,
Northwest Grizzly right there.
yeah, that would be great to have her come back. And we play the canned music, which is fine, but if we could have somebody with a beautiful voice like her sing it, it would just be perfect. So
Oh, yes,
let's
it would.
keep that on the back burner for next year, shall we?
Yeah.
All righty, let's look forward. We've got the Liberal Redskins tonight. How much do you know about this team? I don't know a thing.
I think that's what excites me the most. We haven't played their varsity for as long as I could remember. It's got to be a while. But I know JV has played them before in a tournament several years ago. Um, and I mean, I think that's what makes this one a little different. Talking with my girls, because sometimes you can get players that when they see the name of a team, for example, Washburn, why would we want to play Washburn again? And it might happen. You just don't know. But
It
when you
very
see
well might have.
when you see something like that happen, you just kind of deflate. But now we're like liberal. Who's liberal? Like, and they're saying the same thing kind of about us. Who's
They probably
Northwest?
are. Yeah.
So I think that gives both teams that little bit of a leg of like, okay, we got this. Like first round, let's go. And And then depending on how the second round plays out, it's going to potentially be another team that we've not played in a while. And it'll be really exciting to see what kind of route we can go here with regionals.
Well, we're certainly going to find out. What's the injury situation? We talked about Liliana a little bit. How about everybody else?
Yeah, Liliana's hurting. Nevaeh is Via is also been kind of struggling. She sat the West game to get some rest, and it's her back as well, causing her some issues. I don't know if that hit from last season. It was during a JV game. She got hit real hard, and really messed up her tailbone. So I'm hoping that's not part of her issues now, is taking some hits right now, aggravating it, because that would be just unfortunate. Like, you don't want to see a player get hurt and then constantly still in pain. But besides those two, I think everybody else is just excited to be there.
Is Nevaeh going to try and go?
Yes, she is.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. And of course, if this is win or go home time, obviously, and should we prevail tonight against Liberal, we're faced with either Garden City or Topeka on Thursday, I believe, would be the second round or the regional final. So, what if we get that far? Who do you want?
Um, I mean, honestly, I don't know much about either one. Topeka does play a little bit more of a competitive schedule than what Garden City does. So I think Garden City would be the one that I would probably pick. I know it's a longer drive
It's a
for
lot
us.
longer drive.
But at the same time, like I said, it's teams you don't know, and you don't expect a whole lot, and you're not sure what's going to come. So I think that would be just like what we're facing tonight. And if we can overcome tonight, I think my girls will have even a lot better positive, that strength, that mentality going into the next game, the next round, because it happened for us. If we can get this first one, it can happen again.
All righty. Well, you can't worry about Thursday until you finish up on Monday. So let's go out there tonight, do our business. Let's beat Liberal, and then we'll look forward to a visit before Thursday's game.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Head coach Christina Commons joining us pregame. Stay tuned. We're going to take a 60-second timeout, excuse me, and hear from our good friends at McCurdy Real Estate and Auction, to whom we owe tremendous thanks for sponsoring all of these pregame interviews throughout the entire season. We can't thank them enough. We really appreciate them. So we're going to hear from them, and then we'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's game against the Liberal High School Redskins. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
I'm ready.
Me too.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Whole marketing campaign of this property and sold right to me.
Shall we book it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this is it.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on youtube.com/NWHSGRIZZ. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of 119th West and Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Thank you, Lisa Hamilton. And by Tom Lassiter and Fleeson, Wooing, Colson, and Kitch, attorneys in the Epic Center at 301 North Main. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Credit Union of America, where members are the owners. With branches all over the Wichita metro area, Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you. By Dan Garreau and the law firm of Dugan & Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trusts. Located at 3636 North Ridge Road, Suite 100. By McCurdy Real Estate and Auction, 12041 East 13th Street at K96, serving Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma for over 40 years. Real estate, but better. By the Joe and Judy Coughlin and the Chris and Jan Schumacher families. Strong supporters of Grizzly soccer through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund. By the Jeff and Amy Willena family in memory of Daryl Rhodes, one of the biggest fans in Grizzly Nation. By the Victory Project, helping kids fighting cancer on a daily basis and supporting research to diagnose and treat childhood diseases early. By Todd Eflin Narrates, voice audio for commercials, phone systems, videos, and books. Online at toddeflin.com, TODDEFLIN.com. By the Robert L. Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust assisting the educational needs of young people at Northwest for over 10 years. By the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund, providing scholarship assistance to Northwest soccer seniors each year through the support of the Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now, to the field, and the voice of the Grizzlies, Kevin Arkin.
Thank you, Todd Eflin. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Redskins Stadium, or Redskin Field, here in Liberal, Kansas, in the southwest corner of the state, for today's regional semifinal between the Liberal Redskins and your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. Glad to have you alongside wherever you are. I know there's a bunch of people back home in Wichita who are watching the game today on NWHS Grizz, and we're certainly glad to have you along the way, and we thank you for joining us. This is win or go home time, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're either going to win today and continue playing on Thursday, or we're going to lose today and call it a year. I'm going to bring in Ashley Isbell here at this point. And Ashley, welcome first of all, and big game for Northwest, and the nice thing about this is everybody starts 0-0 now.
It is a big game, and it really, I mean, there's a lot of teams out there, you know, not just in 6A, but, you know, 5A, 4A, you know, all the classes that have had fantastic seasons. But come playoff time, it doesn't really matter.
Nope.
It's who shows up to play.
And we're going to find out who does indeed show up to play here in just about 5 minutes or so.
Hopefully.
Let you know a little bit about our conditions here. You can see that we're playing on a multi-purpose AstroTurf field here at Redskin Field. When we arrived here about an hour ago, there wasn't a cloud in the sky. It was a beautiful sunny day, and now there is no sun at all. It is completely overcast. There's some dark clouds lingering overhead, and there is now a forecast of rain. They're saying it could be raining by halftime in this contest if we happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. If you look out from our perch up here and you look out in the distance, you can see shafts of rain in the distance in various places. So like I said, it's hit and miss showers right now, and we'll just have to see what the weatherman brings. Temperature-wise, not bad. It's 78 degrees, and there is very, very little wind at all, if any, here at Redskin Field, so the wind today will not be an issue. One of the things that the Grizzlies are excited about with this game is that they're playing Liberal. They're playing a team they have not played in many years. And so basically it's a brand new team we're playing, because obviously none of these Liberal girls were around the last time that we played them. And the last time I was at a soccer game here at Liberal, this stadium that we're in did not exist. It hadn't been built yet. And the team actually played its soccer games on a grass field that was very short and was sloped from one far corner to the near corner, if you can imagine that. It sloped from right to left toward you. So if you were playing into the wind on the wrong day, it was very, very difficult to score, or very difficult to play the ball at all. That no longer applies. The school system here in Liberal has made tremendous infrastructure investments in their facilities here, and that includes their football and soccer stadium. The referees are shaking hands, as you can see, with the coaches and captains of Northwest, Lillian Schilling, Raylan Grant, and Liliana Hernandez, all out there for Northwest, along with Coach Commons. And coming in on the bus, Ashley, I thought everybody was pretty loose coming down here. I wasn't a lot of tension on the bus. They're excited. They realize that they've got as good a chance to win this game as anybody.
I agree. I mean, we made a pit stop in Pratt, just to say somewhat loose, because a 3.5 hour drive, it can be a bit much.
It's a long drive, no question.
And I mean, even once we got here, you could tell they were happy to be here. They were happy to be ready to play, and we'll just see what happens. I mean, it's in my opinion, it's anybody's game.
It is anybody's game. Just to tell you a little bit, get to Hart back on the weather. They had some weather in these parts last night. There were some tornadoes in southwest Kansas last night, and as we were driving down today on US 54, driving between Greensburg and Haviland, we came across a freight train that had been hit by the tornado last night, and about 50 cars of the freight train were laying on their sides next to the track alongside Highway 54. So that was kind of an awe-inspiring moment, if you will, to see all that damage going on. And of course, they've got crews out there now trying to right the ship, literally. But yeah, it was a tough day here last night, and I'm certainly glad that we did not play here last night at all. We're awaiting the introduction of the starting lineups here.
Yeah,
and
they're getting ready to line up right now.
They are getting ready to line up. We're going to turn it over to their PA announcer, who I think you're going to be able to hear, and then we'll recap it here after completion. Liberal comes in 9-6-1 on the season. Northwest 6-9-1 on the season, so two reversal records. But they've lost. Liberals lost 6 games with a schedule that, quite frankly, isn't nearly as tough as our own.
Yeah, and that's the biggest difference between a lot of with a lot of schools. They their schedules are not near as difficult as others.
The Wichita Northwest Grizzlies and your Redskins. Now for your starting lineups for the Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. Number 1, Liliana Hernandez. Number 5, Emily Bravo. Number 6, Raylan Grant. Number 7, Audrey Bootsman. Number 8, Toby Mitchell. Number 10, Kimmy Agura. Number 13, Danny Reda. Number 16, Amaya Alvarez. Number 20, Audrey Thomas. Number 21, Liliana Schilling. And number 23, Kimberly Johnston. The Grizzlies are coached by Michelle Lawrence and head coach Christina Thomas. And now for your Lady Red, number 1, Aaliyah Morales. Number 2, Genevieve Zuniga. Number 3, Jasmine Gomez. Number 4, Aaliyah Diaz. Number 5, Areli Rebelez. Number 7, Liliana Guy. Number 13, Ashley Batista. Number 17, Ivana Rivera. Number 18, Isabella Gutierrez. Number 21, Nicole Catalan. And number 23, Liliana Santiago. Your Lady Red is coached by Arlene Ruiz, Monica Vega, Beverly Borjas, and head coach Carlos Ruiz. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All righty, there's the national anthem, and wow, their music, they need to turn that music down.
Holy
I know we're going to. Do what we can here anyway. Boy, that is loud. That's how you blow speakers, folks. Let's give you the starters again. First of all, for Liberal. Goalkeeper is number 1, Aaliyah Morales. Midfielder number 2, Genevieve Zuniga. Midfielder number 3, Jasmine Gomez. Defender number 4, Aaliyah Diaz. Defender number 5, Areli Reveles. Forward number 7, Liliana Guy. Midfielder number 13, Ashley Batista. Forward number 17, Ivana Rivera. Midfielder number 18, Isabella Gutierrez. Midfielder number 21, Nicole Catasian. And number 23, Liliana Santiago is on defense. For Northwest, Liliana Hernandez, the senior, is in goal, number 1. Emily Bravo at midfield, number 5. Number 6, Captain Raylan Grant at midfield. Adri Bootsma, the freshman, at midfield, number 7. Toby Mitchell on defense, number 8. Kimi Aguero up front at number 10. Bonnie Rueda, number 13 on defense. Amaya Alvarez on defense, number 16. Audrey Thomas on defense, number 20. Was that Thunder? Did I just hear Thunder, or am I imagining that? Lillian Schilling on defense, number 21, and Kimberly Johnston, number 23 at forward. Play is just underway here. Grizzlies are in their road whites, playing from right to left here in the first half, and there's a nice feed pass down the far side. Going to roll out of play by the Crown, however. And Liberal will get the throw in. Now, the problem with Liberals' uniforms is that I can't read the numbers. I really cannot read their numbers. There's one.
Offside.
And we have an offside call against Northwest, which is too bad.
Hey, you know, I'm proud of him for getting over and getting down to this attacking third so quickly in the game. We just need to keep it up and keep the pressure down here.
Free kick coming for the Redskins. Out to center it comes. It's picked off there by Toby Mitchell up to Johnson. And now a crossing pass for Bootsma. There's a shot loose in front. Nice save that time by Morales, but she gave up a rebound. No one was home to finish it. And this is a good start here for Northwest as we're seeing some offense, Ashley, very early.
This is the best start that we could have, besides a goal.
Well, of course, we want the goal, but Bootsma again on the near side. Oops, forgot to take the ball with her. Liberal wins it. Both teams fighting for it now. Over here on the near side comes Liberal. This one gets knocked out of play by Alvarez. It'll be a throw in for the Redskins right at midfield and right below us. We couldn't ask for a better perch here at Redskin Field to do this game. We're in the press box on the east side of the field. This one's going to go out of play and belong to Liberal. Want to thank our host with the most, Athletic Director Kerry Miles, for his hospitality today.
Yeah, looks like there was a foul or of some sort.
Must have been way back here on defense. And Audrey Thomas will take the pass. She'll send one up to Bootsma at the 15. She sends one in.
Oh.
Now back it comes. Thomas will take it again. Spin move, gets it to Rueda, couldn't do anything with it. Bootsma now fighting for it. Thomas again at the 45, sends one across. Toby Mitchell trying to get that one to Johnston. Missed the target. And this one's going to go into the red paint and over the goal line. That'll be a goal kick for Liberal. Glad to have you again. We want to thank all of our sponsors. I'm sorry, that's Thunder.
It's got to be.
That's not people stomping. That is indeed.
And they just stopped the clock.
And they're going to call the game here. We're going to have a lightning delay.
I'm betting money.
Kerry Miles is out there with the lightning detector. They're going to talk it over.
Yep, they just
told everybody to leave the field.
Yep.
So we're going to have an extended broadcast for you tonight. Just what we need ahead of our 4-hour ride home on a school night is to have a lightning delay.
Well, we were going to get home at, about midnight, and now it might be closer to 1.
Well, it's going to be 1 now. There's no question about it.
Well,
and we know that this delay will be at least 40 minutes because they have to wait 40 minutes from the last lightning strike.
Is it 40 or 30? I thought it was 30.
I think it's 40.
Okay. I mean, I just hope that this does not work against us.
Well, I hope so
the Grizzlies
as well.
started out so well.
At this time, there will be a 20-minute delay.
Okay, 20 minutes.
Evacuate your seats to your vehicles, and we will be back in about 20 minutes. We will keep you updated.
Okay, they're saying it's going to be a 20-minute delay. So we'll see what that brings for us. And since we're going to give our sponsors a chance to be recognized for all that they do. So stay with us. We'll be back. A lightning delay. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and health.
We should be back live here in about 30 seconds.
I know. Oh, I know. I got the phone call, the email, and the text, and so I was gonna, and then so after the game, we'll go back and let her know.
Damn it. What is wrong with this thing?
Yeah. We'll kind of see how things go. But
Is it raining?
yep.
Great. All right, folks, we have a rain delay now as the rain has started.
Well, rain and lightning.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the snowstorm to hit.
Do not jinx it.
Yeah. Oh, jiggity. What are we doing here?
So, all right, well, I'm gonna let you go. All right, love you. I'm just making sure this should be fine.
Oh, it is raining.
Yeah, and that's why I have this covered.
Cover that. This will be okay over here, I think.
Well,
That's 7 more. I think we'll be all right.
because it's coming at just the right angle.
Yeah.
And it could have stopped. Just like that.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason. More than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. The This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Shall we book it? Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mount Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big one of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Mount Hamilton Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mount Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
to redefine yourself,
to improve yourself,
to challenge yourself,
to realize there's more in you
than you ever knew
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
the best training,
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
Oh, you can see the raindrops in the picture.
Oh, yeah.
They're big enough you can see them in the picture.
Yeah.
All right, folks, welcome back to Redskin Field here in Liberal, Kansas, where we are now in a rain delay. We have rain and lightning in the area. You can see the raindrops in your picture. They're kind of big. It's one of those summertime storms where the raindrops are
huge,
as big as pop bottles, and they are coming down. We just had a bolt of lightning. The latest lightning strike a moment ago was less than 2 miles away. So we're gonna be here a bit before we resume play. There's no question about that. As the safety of the players and the spectators, of course, is of paramount importance. The rain should not bother our broadcast tonight because we are indoors. We're in a press box on top of the field, so even though our windows are wide open, the camera is pretty much staying dry. We have a waterproof canopy over the computer and a towel over the sound equipment, so we should be okay. Now that I've said that, everything's going to crash, but...
Yeah, so stop jinxing it.
Yeah, exactly. So as you can see, we're not even 4 minutes in to the first half. There's no score in the game. Well, we're going to leave it right here. I was going to try and get another game up to let you watch it, and I have a hunch that may be a futile effort on my part. We'll have to see how that works. I'm going to try one last time here and see if I can make it work. And if I can, we'll see what happens here. Let's try this. Who knows? Maybe this time it will work. 2025. You can hear the rumble of thunder in the background, folks.
And hopefully it just dissipates. Here,
be nice. Okay, what we're here, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to take you back to senior night, and we're going to replay the West High game, that's our most recent game, in case you missed it. We'll replay that, and should the rain delay end before that game does, of course, we'll be back as soon as the rain is over and they're ready to play. So I hope you enjoy a reprise of the senior night West High game. Across the field, actually in our faces from the southwest, it will favor the Pioneers here in the first half. Grizzlies will play from right to left. I checked it earlier. It was working. Oh, okay. Well, we have no clock here until halftime, as our graphics have already shorted out. It's been one of those days here at Northwest for yours truly, so this does not surprise me in the least. We'll keep you posted on the time. It is a 30-minute half game. Coach Marissa Murray shouting instructions to her troops, who were dressed in white today. Grizzlies in their home blues, and we're underway. West High kicks it off. Ball's intercepted by Shushu, and here come the Grizzlies down the field. Shushu can't control it. West High gets it back. Back over here now on the near side. Grizzlies pop one forward, courtesy of Elizabeth Patterson, who's playing midfield today. And we're not sure if you can hear it, but I can certainly hear the wind in my headset. Grizzlies continue to work it down. J.C. Schur. Shushu pops one forward, can't control it, and West High with it. The grass is really slowing the ball down here today. Here's a long pass forward. We'll see who gets to it first. And it looks like the Pioneers will clear it back out towards center. Hunter Hinkle on the near side pokes one down the middle. And coming out to get it is Velasquez, the goalkeeper for West High. That one intercepted by Malia Jackson. She sends it forward. Now it's picked off, and here comes West High back with it. Bliss White on defense for Northwest, anchoring the defense today. She gets the ball right back there, wearing number 12. I think we introduced her as wearing number 23, but she is indeed wearing number 12 today. This one's out of play. It'll be a throw in for Northwest. 2 minutes gone, first half, JV game, no score. This will be the final junior varsity game of the season for both of these teams. There are no playoffs of any kind for junior varsity. Jackson shanks one, and West comes away with it. Good. I just want to do that. Here's Shushu with a chance. Pops one forward, and it's picked off by Velasquez. And Shushu has the first goal-scoring chance of the game for either team. Velasquez back out to center, where Bliss White will pick it off. And she'll send it to the near side, where Hunter Hinkle is waiting for it. She will send it back to April Isbell, who's playing on defense here today. And Shushu with a breakaway. Can she get the shot off? She does. And a great save by Velasquez It'll be a corner kick for Northwest. Corner kick, Northwest. Shushu got a nice shot off, headed for the corner, and diving to get it was Velasquez. Into the corner to take this is Bliss White coming up from her defensive spot. Oh, I'm sorry, we had a glare issue. Excuse me. Back it comes to White. She'll center it again. Loose in front. Popped around there, and Velasquez comes up with it. And she'll punt it out to center, and she stops that offensive thrust of the Grizzlies. On the far side at midfield, this one's going to go into the crowd. That'll be a throw in for Northwest. Yes, we do have a sellout crowd. It has been pointed out to me. Of course, it's senior night. You would expect the stands to be full. And fireworks after the game. I'd rather have fireworks during the game personally, but there's one pop forward by the Grizzlies, and now we have another issue because I know Jasmine Pena is not playing, but her uniform is on the field, so we'll have to figure out who's wearing that. This one, another long one sent forward, and there goes Shushu, but she won't get it. Velasquez will punt it with the wind in the direction of us. Hunter Hinkle giving chase. And she's right there in front of us and pops one forward, gets pushed off the ball. Bliss White sends it to April Isbell. Isbell sends it forward now. Patterson tried to pop one back to J.C. Shure. That didn't work. White will now send it on the near side. And Elizabeth Patterson runs to it, gets there first. She sends one intended for Shushu, and it was short. Hunter sends one for Shushu, and she's got it. Pass to Mariah Hood, and she sends a long one down there, and it will be Velasquez getting to it.
I don't know what he was seeing.
Malia Jackson intercepts that distribution. Sends it on the far side. Emmeline Edwards gets a shot off into the wind, and the wind kills it. Wind is blowing pretty briskly here this afternoon. Shushu again. Here's another chance. A shot. Score. Northwest Grizzly goal. Goal scorer for the Grizzlies, number 10, Peyton Wilkerson. The assist, number 16, Shushu Hamley. And the Grizzlies draw first blood here with 23-14 remaining in the first half. And it's 1-0. Pretty good passing setup by the Grizzlies, if I do say so. Waiting the restart. West was subbing a couple of players here. That's the reason for that delay. Patterson wins it, sends it for Shushu. It goes through her, and down goes. Woo! Down goes Peyton Wilkerson in a heap, and it'll be a free kick for Northwest. Isbell comes up to take the freebie. April wearing number 18 today in her defensive role. And that sends all the way to Velasquez, who makes an easy catch. Back out to center it comes. On the near side, Hunter Hinkle sends one forward for Jackson. Jackson for sure. JC. Forward, far side. There's one down the middle, but it looks like West is going to get there first. Well, maybe I'm wrong. That one bounces off of Velasquez. It'll be a corner. Corner kick Northwest. And that corner will come from the far side of the field. In front. There's a shot, and Velasquez is there to make the save. She'll boot it out towards center. JC sure gave up on that one a little too soon. Bliss White with it now for Northwest. Up the near sideline. Elizabeth Patterson got the ball taken off of her feet. And this one comes down the near side where White has it. White sends it up again for Patterson. Elizabeth couldn't get to it. And J.C. Sure intercepts a pass and sends one for Hamry, and down she goes. And they called advantage on it. Centering pass. Here comes another pass, no shot. JC again sends one for Malia Jackson. Jackson is double teamed. Here's one down here for Bliss White. April couldn't get anything going. White will send it up the far side. It's intercepted. And Hood finally wins it and sends it up for Edwards, who brings it up the far side of the field. Edwards to Shushu. Shushu couldn't get a foot on it. Down the middle it comes. JC Sure takes it. Has it tackled off of her foot. Bliss White is right there, and she sends it to space that's unoccupied by Northwest Grizzlies. Jackson watches it go out of play, and that should be a throw in for Northwest, and it is. 19-20. Oh, my gosh. Why didn't you guys tell me?
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah. If I had seen them down there, which reminds me, I need a pen. I'd have written the numbers down and gotten them out. But thank you. Put that in my pocket. For next time, I'll be ready more next time. Grizzlies trying to work it down the field. They've had it down in West End most of the game so far. 18.5 remaining in the first half. Grizzlies up 1-0. Sure. Pass forward for Edwards, who sends it up. Kylie Foreman couldn't get to it. On the near side, that's Lexi Carr with it. That one goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for the Pioneers. April, oh boy, she blasted one. And that one will go out of play. It'll be a throw in for the Pioneers. And walking around with her hand on her chest is Isabella Garcia. She was the victim there. There's another one that April chips into her own bench, almost took off the head of her assistant coach. April again knocks it out of play. That's 3 in a row.
She's on a roll.
It'll be another throw in for the Pioneers. And that one goes out of play. That'll be a corner kick for West. Corner kick, West.
Not out by April, though.
This one's in the air, borne by the wind. That one's chipped over the goal line. That's going to be another corner, I believe. Corner kick, West. And in the air, in front of the goal. West trying to get a shot off, unable to do so. Now the Grizzlies with a chance. Sandoval giving chase along with Lexi Carr. That one's going to stay in. No, it went out of play, and it will belong to Northwest. Hunter Henkel will throw it in for Northwest. Tried to get it into Sandoval, and Sandoval was well covered. Bliss White now with it. White sends it wide, far side. Mariah Hood over there with some room. Overled herself a little bit. Still has it, though. And she brings it down the floor. Trying to win it back, unable to do so. Kylie Foreman now brings it up. There's another one chipped forward, and Velasquez will be the one to get there, and she'll have a goalkeeper distribution. Comes out here where Hunter Henkel will take charge. Henkel sends a nice ball down for Lexi Carr, but it rolls out of play, carried by the wind. Be a throw in for the Pioneers. Isbell again, this time a good defensive play as she knocks it out of danger. And that one also nearly got her head coach, who had a word or two for April. Isbell's back there and gets the ball and will chip it out of play again. Here comes another throw in. Bliss White fighting for it. Here's a chance for West. Shot coming and a save by Horseman. And Serenity will bring it out for a punt into the wind. Pretty good punt given the wind. Have a whistle. And it looks like a free kick coming for the Grizzlies. 13 to go, first half. Grizzlies lead 1-0. April takes this one. Oh God, they're bringing in a boatload of people here. 2 4s and a 7. Well, I can only introduce one of the 4s because that's all I have. Grizzlies trying to get it down there, and West wins it back. I need the other one. What's her name? I don't even see her on here. Navarra. I have no Navarras on here.
Or is it Ibarra?
Ibarra? Oh, I have one of those somewhere, I think.
Yeah.
Is it Avi or Avi? Avi. Gotcha. She's on here as number 18. Substitutions for West High, number 4, Kayla Rodriguez. Number 7, Eva Camacho. And number 18, Avi Ibarra. Coming in for Northwest. Number 14, Charisma Lira. And Ibarra comes up and gets it. No more mystery guests, thanks to our executive producer. These guys are killing me. Grizzlies still fighting for it. Hang on a minute, folks. I'll be right with you. 31, what's your name? Had a goal kick? Goal kick, West. Can't introduce her. She's not on my roster. She may be one of these people they don't have numbers on. I've got 4 of them. Nothing like making my job hard. West High bringing it up the floor. Getting across midfield. Charisma Lira with it now. Bringing it down herself. Centering one. And now a shot and a save by Velasquez. Lira took the shot probably from too far away. Ball back out here to center where Hunter Hinkle's giving chase. West High still fighting with it, still possessing it. Grizzlies trying to come away with it. J.C. Sure for the moment has it. Now she brings it up. Sends it to Lira. Lira for Sandoval. And West again. Hunter Hinkle intercepts the pass. Sends it back for Sandoval, and Hunter Hinkle went down hard. Free kick coming for Northwest. Isbell will take it. She takes it, and it's going to go out of play. Be a throw in for West. West will throw it in with 7:30 to go in the first half. And April taps it out right below us. It'll be another throw in for the Pioneers. Literally right in front of us up here in the broadcast booth. Now we have a player down for West. That would be Eva Camacho. The injured Pioneer is Eva Camacho. Andrea Allen, a trainer extraordinaire, comes in to check it out. Grizzlies are going to make some subs here shortly as they're starting to line up a boatload. This one goes down the middle. Who's going to win the race? Looks like West will get there first. Lexi Carr pops one forward. Sandoval fighting for it. And she comes away with it. Out of play, that'll be a throw in for Northwest. Substitutions for Northwest. Number 9, Elizabeth Patterson. Number 12, Malia Jackson. And number 16, Shushu Hamwi. Clock running, 6 to go. Foreman and Carr come out, among others. J.C. Schur and got a little bunch ball going here. Schur comes away with it. Nice job. And she gets by the defender. Can she get a centering pass? No. And West wins it. Schur taps it out of play. It'll be a throw in for the Pioneers. Offside Northwest, free kick Pioneers. Sure like to know what we're waiting for. There we go. Malia Jackson will get that one and pop it right back forward. Patterson can't get to it. This one's going to go out of play. It'll be a throw in for the Grizzlies. Substitutions for West High, number 13, Emily De La Cruz, and number 28. Coming in for Northwest, number 10, Peyton Wilkerson. Be nice to have a roster that has actual names on it, along with numbers. Out of play to West High. Malia Jackson saves it. And here's a chance. Bliss White is back there. She's going to send it across for Mariah Hood. And Hood sends one up on the far side. April Isbell moves up from her defensive spot, and she sends one in for Velasquez. Loose ball in front, and Velasquez picks it up. Well, they added a little drama to the action here. Here's a chance. A shot goes wide. Ball stays in because of the wind. And who's going to get this one? Grizzlies can't control it. West High comes out with it. Out of play to West High for a throw-in. 2:20 to go, first half. Grizzlies lead 1-0 on a goal by Peyton Wilkerson. Off a beautiful feed by Shushu. Back out to center. White on the far side takes it. Can't control it. Here comes West with more. West has a player 2 yards offside. Goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Northwest. Shushu. Can she get around the defender? She passes one to space. Nobody's there. Actually, Wilkerson got there. Goes over the goal line for a goal kick. Goal kick, Pioneers. One minute remaining in the first half. 1 minute. West sends it out to center. Bliss White sends it right back. Lyra with it. Pioneers come away with it again. Nice job of intercepting that one. Bringing it down is Malia Jackson. And here's a chance for Shushu. Shot coming off the goalkeeper's leg and out of play for a corner kick. Corner kick, Northwest. I don't think they'll get this off, though. There's only 7 seconds remaining. That'll do it. Score at half of the junior varsity contest. Wichita Northwest 1 and Wichita West 0. Ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand is open for your convenience at halftime. Plenty of hot dogs, hamburgers, chips, candy, and snacks, along with some cold drinks. The concession stand is located just north of the main entry gate to the stadium. And for those of you along the line, we're going to send you to an exorbitant profit-making timeout as well. And then we'll be back with second half action. You take all the time you need, Mr. Producer. You ready? Yep. Okay, let's go. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason. More than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Shall we book it? Yes. Yeah. I love it.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mount Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big one of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Mount Hamilton Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mount Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
to redefine yourself,
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
If I feel myself lobstering, I'll put my jacket on. April did better than I expected on the field. April did better than I expected on the field. She's doing all right. You know you can put those on. See, I couldn't hear you when I put them on. You can't hear them. No, you can't hear them because I don't have the splitter. Okay. I didn't know if you could hear me either, so. I can hear you, but you won't be able to hear me. Okay. Well, as long as you can hear me, then that's fine. Because I always have one side, one ear out anyway. I wonder if Jan's here yet. I told her to get here at 5:30 in case we had a mercy roll. I don't think we're going to have that. No. No, but they had more shots than I expected. They had what? More shots. I was really hoping April would pull off another shot or two. Well, that goalkeeper's not bad. I mean, not horrible. Well, and that's the thing is, when the team as a whole is not as good, the keeper tends to get better and better quicker. Just because they have more I got asked Wednesday why the game wasn't on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, by the para that I work with. She said, I looked for you last night. I didn't see you on. I said, well, you didn't see me on it. I was sick. And that's the reason I'm about to go home.
But yeah, it made me laugh.
That's nice to be missed.
I know.
So this class where I caught the 4 kids with phones while I was trying to work around them at the end of class, I said, I'm going to take 2 minutes. And I'll say this again on Monday, but I want to tell you what the rules are for the final. And these rules are inviolable. I said, first of all, obviously, you're cheating, you're cheating. Go to the bathroom before you come. There are no bathroom breaks during the final for any reason. Okay? If you have to go, hold it. If you can't hold it, clean up the mess. Third, make sure you have a pencil. Maybe I suggest you bring 2, and also make sure you have a calculator.
Okay.
Okay, because you'll need them.
Fair enough.
Bring the cheat sheets, because I let them, there's some formulas that I let them. Cheat sheet formulas they can bring. Bring the cheat sheets that you're allowed to bring. If you don't bring them, I'm not giving you new ones. You've got to be, you're responsible for your own stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Lastly, when you walk in that door, you turn your phone off and you put it on that table over there, and you can pick it up when you leave. If you don't do that, and I see it on your person, you get a 0 because you're cheating. No exceptions. I hope I've made myself clear. I'm not playing the phone game during finals. You know, when I subbed for Anna Eva last year at Christmas, I made them do the same thing. And I had 2 kids that refused to put their phones back in. So I said, fine, you can leave and you get a 0. Your choice. They both left. They got a 0. Now one of them, because it was an online final, one of them went in the library and took the final. I still gave him a 0.
They made the choice.
I don't know. How do I know he didn't cheat?
Exactly.
All right, folks, we welcome you back here at Northwest. Kevin Arkin, Ashley Isbell is joining us. April's going to play instead.
April will be on the field.
Yeah, we'll have. Yeah, you're good. Yes.
Oh, she's going to play the field again.
In the second half, West High will defend the north goal. In goal for the Pioneers, number 0, Diana Velasquez Cruz. And in goal for the Grizzlies, number 1, Serenity Horseman. Grizzlies will play from left to right in the second half, wearing their blue uniforms. West High in their road whites. Grizzlies will kick off. And the way it stands now, April Isbell is playing forward. And she takes off. West High wins it, brings it back down the middle. Here we go again. The wind still blowing out of the southwest, about 20 miles an hour. Not horrible by any means, at least not by Wichita standards.
Yeah, it's pretty calm still.
This one's out of play. We'll have a throw in for the Grizzlies. Nice crowd on hand over there. You can see them on your screen. And we still don't have our clock fixed. We may or may not have it fixed tonight. We'll see how it goes here in between games.
Looks like it might have been maybe a handball. Nope. Bad throw.
This one comes in, and who's going to win this? West High brings it up to midfield, and it's rejected by Bliss White and sent right back across by the Pioneer defense. White gives chase again, and she'll send it across the near side. That's going to go right to Coach, I forgot her last name, Marissa. Oh, this is terrible. How did I forget her last name? I'm still going to give her credit. Marissa Murray. Yeah, very hard name to remember.
All right, Kevin.
We have a throw incoming for Northwest now on the near side. Mariah Hood will handle it. She sends one up, and who's going to get it? J.C. Sure fighting for it. Hood comes in as well. Centering pass from the Pioneers, and Hunter Hinkle is there to clear it out of danger. And now it comes back out towards center. That one goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for West. Grizzlies lead 1-0. 28 to go, second half. Lexi Carr couldn't control it. Bounces off of her. Now she's got it back again. And she sends one over there on the far side to can't tell who that is over there. This one's going to go out of play, and it will belong to West. This one's out of play. Belongs to Northwest. It'll be Mariah Hood handling the throw from right below us. Hood throws it into Isbell. Bounces off a West player. We'll do it all over again. April chasing it. Deep. And it goes out of play for a corner kick. Corner kick Northwest. Allison Ramirez getting set to come in for Northwest. She'll come in at the next sub opportunity. In the air it goes, and over the net, carried by the wind. It'll be a goal kick for the Pioneers. Goal kick West. Substituting for Northwest, number 6, Allison Ramirez. Kick into the wind is pretty good, actually, and West High gets it. And they bring it across center. And now it's a run. Taken away by Bliss White, and down goes White. No foul called on either player. Both players get up again. White sends that out. Now here's another one. White going for it. Mariah Hood on the near side. And it goes out of play to Northwest. I'm sorry, to West, excuse me. That one chipped out. Give it to Northwest. April Isbell with it, and she begins a drive downfield. Malia Jackson sends it far side for Emmeline Edwards. Back out to center. Shushu with it. Has it taken off her foot. Ball bounces off of Lexi Carr, and Grizzlies have it again. This time it's J.C. Scher bringing it up. Centering pass for Shushu. Shot! Score!
No, not number 6.
That was, who got the pass to her? Was that J.C.? I thought it was J.C. Scher.
Well, it looked like it was JC.
You sure it was 5? Emmeline Edwards? Northwest Grizzly goal. Goal scorer number 16, Shushu Hamway. You're sure. The assist, number 5, Emmeline Edwards. Okay, I thought JC got the assist. I really did, but I'll take your word for it, Mr. Producer. Serenity sends it over here to Mariah Hood. We're back underway. Grizzlies now lead by 2. Shushu in on both goals tonight. Out of play. Nice save there by the ball retriever. Not exactly sure what we have here, but it's entertaining, I'll say that.
Which part are you unsure of? Because April caused the foul. And Coach wasn't sure, or didn't realize that it was her, that it was April that needed a sub.
Oh. Malia Jackson with it in the back. She gets tripped, and that'll be a free kick for Northwest. Lyra and Foreman getting set to return for Northwest here at the next sub. Glad you're with us wherever you are on planet Earth. Hope you're enjoying the contest. Senior night festivities will take place right after this game is over. Substitutions for Northwest, number 14, Charisma Lyra, and number 22, Kylie Foreman. Hood throws it into Foreman, and Foreman sends it back, and Malia Jackson is giving chase, and she'll win it, send it wide. West comes away with it. Now Jackson picks it right back, and she'll bring it up herself. Tried to pass it. It was blocked. Now she sends a through ball. That was intended for Foreman. And here's another chance for Northwest. West comes away with it. Got a throw in coming for the Grizzlies, far side of the field. Grizzlies trying to get something started offensively here. That one's rejected. Bliss White has it, though. Gives it to Hood. Hood double teamed now, and West High comes away with it. Lexi Carr gets a foot on it. Now Malia Jackson, who's all by herself, gets it to White, back to Jackson. Jackson with a lot of space in front of her. Dribbles it for a bit, sends it up to Charisma Lyra. Now there's one for Foreman, and we're offside. Offside Northwest, free kick Pioneers. $20 minutes to go in the game. Grizzlies up 2-0. Bliss White shielding nicely, but West still comes away with it. And here's a nice run down the near side. Mariah Hood trying to block it, can't do so. And West in the penalty area, deep, crossing pass, and it's cleared out by the defense, and a nice job that time defensively by Northwest. Cross midfield comes Northwest. Oops, forgot the ball. And we have a foul called, and it's going to be a free kick for the Pioneers. Kick is in the air, it's short, and it's intercepted. Under Hinkle got a foot on it over there, and now the Grizzlies bringing it up the field. West High picks it off, they send it up to midfield. Bliss White intercepts that. Malia Jackson now chips one forward for Charisma Lyra to run to. Can't quite get there. Kylie Foreman on the far side. Nice centering pass by Foreman, but nobody there to get it. Bliss White with it. Back out here to Hood. Hood up the near side. Sending it past Ramirez. West comes away with it and kicks it into the Grizzly bench. That'll be a throw in for Northwest. Mariah Hood will handle it and throws it in. Lyra can't do anything with it. Bliss White sends a beauty forward. Kylie Foreman can't get the shot off. Boy, that was a nice pass by Bliss White. I got a 3 and a 16. We have offside here. Is that what that is?
Yep, offside.
Offside West, free kick, Grizzlies. Bliss White sends one forward. Nice run. And kicked away by the defense of West. Ball stays in. Lexi Carr with it now for Northwest. Nice ball on the far side. That one blocked. Grizzlies get it back and send it right back to the center. There's a long shot. That's going to go wide for a goal kick. Oh, they corner kick. Never mind. It was deflected. Corner kick Northwest. Substitutions for West, number 3, Brisa Pargalera, and number 16, Ileana Morales. Coming in for Northwest, number 2, J.C. Schur, and number 10, Peyton Wilkerson. Kylie Foreman will take the corner. Ball is low on the ground. Schur back to Foreman. And now they're saying Grizzlies are offside.
She came back from the offside position.
Offside, Northwest, free kick, Pioneers. Well, that was unfortunate, to say the least.
Huh?
To say the least, it
Yes.
was unfortunate. Wilkerson on the near side, looking to center it, and gets a short center off to Foreman. Foreman across the bow, and it's taken away by Velasquez, and that was a nice job. 13:50 to go in the game. Northwest leading 2-0. April Isbell getting set to come back in along with the scoring machine, Shushu Hamwe. West High trying to get some offense going here with 13 to go. That ball deflected. It's going to go over the goal line for a corner kick. Corner kick, Pioneers. And we have a crew getting ready to blow up the tunnel. Here comes the corner kick in the air and short. Intercepted there by Mariah Hood. Out it comes to Foreman. Two players go down in a heap. Play continues. Nice defensive play by West. Now a West player down and does not get up. And she is staying down. Lyra sends it over for a goal kick.
And they're stopping the clock.
Goal kick, Pioneers. Substitutions for Northwest, number 16, Shushu Hamwe. And number 18, April Isbell. Can you give me a number on the injured player?
It looks like it's number 22.
That would be Giselle Garcia Villa, if that's correct. It is. The injured Pioneer player is Giselle Garcia Villa. She is being helped off.
Yeah, I can't quite tell if it's ankle or knee, but it's
a leg injury, that's for sure.
She is definitely in a lot of pain.
She is in much pain.
I just hope for her sake, even though it's the last game, I hope it's not.
We hope it's not serious.
A bad injury.
Yeah. Being helped off by by the head coach and by the Northwest trainer extraordinaire, Andrea Allen. Yeah, she seems to have more mobility now than she did just a moment ago.
Uh-huh. I'm guessing it's ankle just by how she's walking.
Yeah, she's kind of high-stepping gingerly. After all that, it's going to be a goal kick for West once we resume play. And we're back underway. If you're just joining us, this is the junior varsity contest. It's senior night. Grizzlies and Pioneers, and the Grizzlies lead 2-0. There's a shot by April and a rebound, score. And that's Shushu. Got the goal. That's her second.
That was Shushu's goal.
Northwest Grizzly goal. Goal scorer number 16. Her second of the game, Shushu Hamwee. The assist number 18, April Isbell. So Shushu has 3 points tonight. Definitely going to be our star of the game here. We're going to get her up here after the ceremonies are over for a visit.
We're going to kind of restart because it looked like the keeper. Oh, they're switching out keepers.
They are?
Just on the field.
Oh, I see it. Now I got to tell me who it is that's taking over.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I just looked over and saw
fine spotter you are.
Never saw the number. I just saw it happening.
Marissa, who's in goal?
Mia Hernandez.
Who is it? Hernandez. Arena? No. Well, I'm hoping I get this right. Now playing goal for the Pioneers, Kimberly Olivas Hernandez. Your attention, please. Would all of those who are going to be participating in the senior night ceremonies please begin to make your way over to the scorer's table underneath the broadcast booth on the east side of the field. Again, if you're participating in the senior night ceremonies, please come over to the scorer's table at this time.
Corner kick taken by April, and it's actually a pretty darn good one. Sent right back in.
Yeah, nice shot by Jackson there. Almost went in. Just got blocked at the last moment. Up the middle again. Jackson chips it forward. Grizzlies still maintaining possession. Grizzlies lead now 3-0. Bliss White sends one wide. Nice ball. Hunter Hinkle brings it forward to Shushu.
Oh, great cross.
Great shot. Good, nice save by Velasquez. That one's out of play. It'll be a throw-in. Substitutions for West High. Number 4, Kayla Rodriguez. And number 14, Marie Madrid. And Haley Sandoval getting set to come back in for Northwest along with Elizabeth Patterson. And that'll be at the next opportunity. My biggest concern has been alleviated because I see Jan Shoemaker walking across the way there. So I know she's in the building.
Grizzlies take it down. Looks like, hopefully. Oh.
Nice chip, but there's nobody home. That goes over the goal line, and that will be a goal kick. Goal kick West. Substituting for Northwest, number 9, Elizabeth Patterson, and number 15, Aneli Sandoval. Clock running, inside 7 to go now. And who is that wearing the radio? Turn around. Mr. Hammond is going to join us tonight. Darren Hammond, the administrator on duty tonight. There's a shot and a save by Velasquez.
Great save.
Velasquez handled that bullet with ease. White got a piece of it. Now this one goes into Grizzly territory. Mariah Hood will chase back there for it. And they're still fighting back there. Oh, my question about Annika Morrison has been answered. Ball on the far side. Grizzlies in possession. Substitutions for Northwest, number 14, Charisma Lira. Number 18, Annika Morrison. And number 22, Kylie Foreman. Grizzlies have it, and they bring it down the floor. That's April up there trying to work it in. She sends one that's going to go over the goal line for a goal kick. Goal kick West. Kick intercepted by April Isbell. She sends one wide. Charisma Lira fighting for it. It goes out of play, and it will belong to Northwest. Mariah Hood will come up to do the throw-in. April Isbell intercepts it. She gets a shot off, and it goes off the post. And Velasquez is there. April came that close to getting a goal, far post.
And that would have been the first and probably only of her high school career.
Yeah, it would have been. Mariah Hood sends one out of play. It'll belong to the Pioneers. 3 minutes to go, 3-0 Northwest. Looks like the Grizzlies are going to, junior varsity is going to finish up with a win. They've had a pretty good year. All told, April centering one. There's a good feed, a shot, and taken at the post by Velasquez.
Nicely done by the keeper.
She's made some good plays down there tonight. Hood with it. That one's going to get chucked in our direction and go out of play and belong to Northwest. Hood will throw it in from right below where we are. And lands it right in front of Isbell. Isbell, centering pass. Oh, they couldn't get the volley off. This one comes back out to center. Jackson is back there for Northwest. Here's April again. Shooting! And a shot off the crossbar after a save by Velasquez. April cannot buy a goal.
Oh, that'll be entertainment at home later tonight.
Substitution for Northwest, number 2, J.C. Schur. She'll come in for Jackson. Kick is in the air. Loose in front. 1 minute remaining in the game. Out of play. Is that a goal kick? Must be. And they take it very quickly. Mariah Hood quickly throws it in to April. All the way back to Velasquez, who's going to be tired. She's had a good game, though. In all fairness, Serenity Horseman has not been tested tonight, and that's a tribute to the defense of Northwest and their possessing of the ball. Oop. There's a trip. And they're going to call the play. It'll be a free kick for Northwest with 2 seconds to go.
2 seconds. April was trying to get him to go quickly. That was not happening.
Final score of the junior varsity contest, Northwest 3 and West High 0. The senior night ceremonies will begin here in just a few moments, followed by the varsity contest. And we're going to let you folks keep it right where you are on the network as we go down and get set up for the senior night. And we welcome you back to Liberal, Kansas at Redskin Field. We are still in our lightning and rain delay, which was supposed to last 20 minutes. That was at 5 after 6. And, of course, now it is 7:45, and there is no wind in sight. There is still lightning in the area. We can hear rumbles of thunder throughout the area, and of course the skies are still plenty dark, and there's still a smattering of rain hither and yon. So we're gonna stick it out here. We've only played less than 4 minutes of the first half before all this started. So we're gonna stay here. We're gonna stay here as long as we need to get this hopefully to get this game in tonight. And we appreciate your patience. We're going to go ahead and return you to the senior night game at Northwest, which was last Thursday night. They're just about now ready to start the senior night ceremony, and that's where we're going to pick it up. So senior night at Northwest, once again, we're in a rain delay here at Liberal, Kansas. Across the field, actually in our faces from the southwest, it will favor the Pioneers here in the first half. Grizzlies will play from right to left. I checked it earlier. It was working.
Soccer program. They will receive their awards at Rolling Hills during lunch at the golf tournament on June 16th. Jan, for all that you and your family have done for Grizzly soccer and for the hundreds of lives that you have touched, please accept our sincerest thanks as well as this token of our esteem presented by our award winners. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Jan Prophet Shoemaker. Now let's meet our seniors. Our first senior tonight is goalkeeper and captain, number 1, Liliana Hernandez. Liliana is the daughter of Nicole and Chris Cuevas. She has played soccer all her life, including all 4 years at Northwest, 3 on the varsity squad. Outside of soccer, Liliana is involved with early college academy as well as basketball. She earned honorable mention All-City honors her freshman year and was named first team All-City her sophomore year. Her favorite soccer memories include playing Hutch her freshman year and winning in penalty kicks, and the penalty kicks she stopped against Mays her junior and senior years. Next year, Liliana plans to attend Southwestern College on a soccer scholarship and study psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Liliana Hernandez. Now let's meet midfielder and captain, number 6, Raylan Grant. Raylan is the daughter of Erica and Timothy Bemis. She has played soccer on the varsity squad all 4 years. In addition, Raylan is involved with early college academy, volleyball, and For the Culture. She is a Kristen Conrad Scholarship winner and a recipient of this year's Eric Prophet Memorial Scholarship as well. Her favorite Grizzly soccer moment was playing at Washburn in the pouring rain and scoring to tie the game. Raylan's plan for next year include attending Newman University, studying health science. She will also play soccer for Newman on an athletic scholarship. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Raylan Grant. Our next senior is number 15, defender Isbell Santiago Morrison. Isbell is the daughter of Natasha Santiago Mason and Chris Morrison. She has played in the Grizzly soccer program for 4 years, including this year on the varsity squad. Outside of soccer, Isbell is involved with the Northwest Madrigals and was a two-time state singer. She is also a drum major for the Northwest Marching Band and has been president and vice president of Grizzlies for Change. She also is a recipient of the Eric Prophet Memorial Scholarship and the Kristen Conrud Scholarship. Her favorite soccer moments include both the USC Ice Bucket Challenges and the Rady Games at Washburn Rural. Next year, Isbell plans to attend Butler Community College on a full vocal scholarship. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Isabel Santiago Morrison. Last but not least, let's meet senior captain number 21, defender Lillian Schilling. Lillian is the daughter of Judy and John Schilling. She has played all 4 years on the varsity squad at Northwest. Outside of soccer, Lillian is involved with Grizzlies for Change and is a winner of the Kansas State High School Activities Association Citizenship Award. She received Defensive Honorable Mention honors her freshman and sophomore years and was named second team All-City last year at midfield. Her first favorite Northwest soccer moments include doing the USC Ice Bucket Challenge and getting to meet new and amazing people each year. Next year, Lillian plans to attend Newman University to play soccer and to study psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lillian Schilling. Ladies, thank you again for all that you have done for the Grizzly soccer program and for your leadership to those who will follow in your footsteps. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause again for your Northwest Grizzlies soccer seniors.
watch the new one?
I did.
Oh, awesome.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on youtube.com/NWHSGRIZZ. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of 119th West and Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Thank you, Lisa Hamilton. And by Tom Lassiter and Fleeson, Ruing, Colson, and Kitch, attorneys in the Epic Center at 301 North Main. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Credit Union of America, where members are the owners. With branches all over the Wichita metro area, Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you. By Dan Garreau and the law firm of Dugan and Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trusts. Located at 3636 North Ridge Road, Suite 100. By McCurdy Real Estate and Auction, 12041 East 13th Street at K96, serving Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma for over 40 years. Real estate, but better. By the Joe and Judy Coughlin and the Chris and Jan Schumacher families. Strong supporters of Grizzly soccer through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund. By the Jeff and Amy Willena family in memory of Daryl Rhodes, one of the biggest fans in Grizzly Nation. By the Victory Project, helping kids fighting cancer on a daily basis and supporting research to diagnose and treat childhood diseases early. By Todd Eflin Narrates, voice audio for commercials, phone systems, videos, and books. Online at toddeflin.com, TODDEFLIN.com. By the Robert L. Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust assisting the educational needs of young people at Northwest for over 10 years. By the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund, providing scholarship assistance to Northwest soccer seniors each year through the support of the Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now, to the field, and the voice of the Grizzlies, Kevin Arkin.
Okay, I have theirs. I don't see ours. There's another chair there if you want to grab it. Damn it. It doesn't have the years on it.
I don't have a pen.
Who the starters there? Liliana's a senior. Emily's a junior. Raylan's a senior and a captain. She's a captain. She's a captain. Senior. Freshman. Emily, Raylan, Toby, Kimmy, Bonnie, Isabel, Amaya, Audrey, Lillian, Kimberly. Perfect. roster is in one of those.
No.
Where are their starters at?
Right here.
Perfecto mundo.
I gotcha.
Thank you. Huh? Yeah, you did better on the field than you did on the test. You got an A on the test.
You did fantastic.
Yeah, you were awesome. The star of the game. They didn't have to do all this stuff now. I talk now. Zachariason is his name. I'll blow it anyway. You need to think about it. Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Senior Night at Northwest. The Wichita Northwest High School soccer program, head coach Christina Commons, along with assistant coach Michelle Lawrence, welcomes you to Northwest High for tonight's Greater Wichita Athletic League varsity soccer match featuring the Pioneers of Wichita West High School and your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. We also extend a warm Grizzly welcome to any Northwest alumni in attendance at the game tonight, as well as to our guests from West High. Tonight's game is sanctioned by the Kansas State High School Activities Association. High school sports are intended to be an extension of the classroom, teaching teamwork, responsibility, and sportsmanship. Rule 52 requires each of us to reinforce these lessons on the playing field. Spectators are expected to provide positive encouragement to the players of both teams and to respect all players, coaches, and officials while maintaining an atmosphere of sportsmanship throughout the contest. We appreciate your cooperation. The center referee for the varsity match tonight is Ranjit Lama. He'll be assisted by Jim Scaldian and Keith Zakariason. Sorry, Keith. I know. I knew that last game, too. I blew it twice. It's on me. What's his last name? Castillo. Except Melissa Murray, I botched that last time too.
next year I want to change something. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's varsity contest. And we'll start with the visiting team, our visitors from West High. In goal for the Pioneers, a sophomore, number 0, Diana Velazquez Cruz. Midfielder, a junior, number 1, Brooklyn Janae Castilla. At midfield, a sophomore, number 2, Lady Guzman. At forward, a senior, number 4, Avi Abera. At forward, a sophomore, number 6, Aaliyah Hernandez. On defense, a sophomore, number 8, Aaliyah Areola. At forward, a sophomore, number 9, Layla Figueroa. On defense, a senior, number 11, Gavi Salcido. At midfield, a freshman, number 13, Emily Dela Cruz. On defense, a senior, number 14, Natalie Mendoza. And on defense, a sophomore, number 18, Mady Villatera Zarate. The head coach of the Pioneers is Marissa Murray. She's assisted by Oswaldo Alvarez. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wichita West High Pioneers. And now, the starting lineup for your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. In goal, a senior and captain, number 1, Liliana Hernandez. At midfield, a junior, number 5, Emily Bravo. At midfield, a senior, captain, number 6, Waylon Grant. On defense, a freshman, number 8, Toby Mitchell. At forward, a freshman, number 10, Kimmy Aguero. On defense, a freshman, number 13, Bonnie Rueda. On defense, a senior, number 15, Isbell Santiago. At midfield, a junior, number 16, Amaya Alvarez. On defense, a sophomore, number 20, Audrey Thomas. On defense, a senior and captain, number 21, Lillian Schilling. And at forward, a freshman, number 23, Kimberly Johnston. The Grizzlies are coached by Christina Commons. She's assisted by Michelle Lawrence. The managers are Tommy Roberts and Amaya Bates. Ladies and gentlemen, your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please stand and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
The athletic trainer of the Grizzlies is Andrea Allen. Her services are furnished courtesy of Ascension Via Christi Sports Medicine. The official scorer is David Digg. We want to take a moment to thank some of the sponsors who make Grizzly Soccer possible. They include Mel Hamilton Ford, Credit Union of America, Dugan and Giroux Attorneys, the Gould Foundation, Security First Title, and the families of Tom Lassiter, Joe and Judy Coughlin, and Chris and Jan Shoemaker. In the first half, Wichita West will defend the south goal. In goal for the Pioneers, number 0, Diana Velazquez Cruz. And in goal for your Grizzlies, senior, number 1, Liliana Hernandez. Ashley, would you give Shushu your headset? You're going to come stand right here. And we're underway here, folks. Grizzlies with the ball to start things off. And I'm going to help you get adjusted here. That ought to be good. You won't be able to hear anything, but I can hear you. Oh, thank you very much. You're awesome. Okay, while they're playing and you watch the game going on before you, we're going to have our little star of the game show here from the JV contest. And I'm pleased to welcome into the broadcast booth our star tonight with 2 goals and 1 assist in the game, in on all 3 goals, and that would be Shushu Hamwi. Shushu, congratulations on a great game.
Thank you.
You got to speak up.
Thank you.
We got to be able to hear you. I'm going to raise your volume because you're kind of soft-spoken. Okay, so what's it feel like out there being a scoring machine tonight?
It feels really great. I like being out there with my team, supporting them and scoring goals. It makes my coach happy, it makes my team happy, and it makes me happy.
Well, you were in the right place at the right time, and quite frankly, I thought your best play of the night was not a goal, but it was the assist that you gave to Peyton Wilkerson on the first goal. That was just an absolute beauty.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought that was great too. I mean, I could have scored another goal on that one, but I think I held the ball too long, but that's all right. We won, that's good.
Tell us a little bit about your soccer history. I know you're a freshman, so you haven't played here before, but...
No. I think I used to play when I was little. Not that much, but it would be like me and my siblings. I didn't really have like a team that I would play on. It would just be usually like me in the house or like with my sister and my brother. But that's really it. Ever since I came to Northwest, I feel like really happy, and people are very welcoming. My other school that I went to, I wasn't really welcome there for certain reasons.
Was the school in the States?
Yeah, it was Mays High.
Oh, Mays High. Okay.
Yeah. So I went to homeschooling for a little bit, 1 year for 8th grade, and then I came here. I know my parents made a great choice sending me here because I feel very welcomed, and people support me in what I do, and I know they'll stand for me and what's right.
I think you'll find the Northwest community, and you've already found that out, that the Northwest community, not only the staff and the teachers, but the kids as well, everybody is very supporting of everyone else. I think that's plainly obvious, and I've noticed that for all the years that I've been associated with Northwest. So what you're telling me is no surprise. Give us a little bit about your background, because you're not originally from the States, are you?
I was born here, but my parents are from Egypt and Syria, so I'm Middle Eastern. I would say that I'm Egyptian more than I'd say I'm Syrian, because that's basically where I was raised, kind of. Like, my aunts lived there, a lot of my family lived there, and yeah, they came here and to start a new life, and like they raised their kids here. I have 4 brothers, a sister, and then
where are you in the pecking order of all that?
I'm the middle child with my brother. He goes to Mays High. He's
Okay.
a junior there. He plays soccer as well.
And where's that at?
Mays High.
Mays. Okay, so he's still at Mays.
Yeah. He's trying to make varsity.
Is he older or younger than you? Or?
He's a junior.
He's a junior.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, who knows? Maybe I'll be calling his number when the boys play Mays next year.
Yeah.
You never know. So, well, that's good. That's great. And I will say, it's one thing I do know, and I know this from personal experience, since I see you every other day in the class. You're no slouch in the classroom either. You're doing, I can't speak for your other classes, but you're doing awful well in math, I can tell you that. So
I try to have amazing grades. I've never dropped below anything. Like in middle school, I would always have A's. Same thing. I finished this last semester actually, with all A's. And I'm trying to this quarter too. I'm trying to this semester.
Hopefully you will be successful. I know there's one class that you're sitting on an A right now unless you completely blow the final.
Yeah.
And that's your geometry class, because you're doing real well. You're doing real well in math, and that's just a great thing. So you keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I'll see you in the classroom next year too. You never know. So you keep on playing hard. We want to see you out here next year playing. All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Shushu Hamley, our guest here, a little star of the game, as we watch the varsity game getting underway. They're 5 minutes in, and there's no score in the game. Shushu, thanks again for joining us, and you're welcome to stay up here and visit as long as you like tonight.
Thank you.
Okay. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, there's a long one. Boom! Score. Who did it? Northwest Grizzly goal. Now we got to figure out who it was. Huh? Johnson? Goal scorer for Northwest, number 23, Kimberly Johnston. Was there an assist? All I saw was the shot. I never saw anything before that because I was talking to Shushu.
I saw the end of the shot.
We just won't mention anything, and we'll call it good. So the Grizzlies on top now, 1-0 on the goal by Johnston. I want to thank April Isbell for bringing me up something to drink. I was dying of thirst up here. And we want to congratulate all of our seniors on their senior night festivities, and especially our two Eric Profit Scholarship winners, Raylan Grant and Isbell Santiago Morrison. Well deserved on both of their parts. Ball comes over here on the near side. We have to do sponsors. Pick the spot where we left off. Bouncing around, now it's kicked out to the near side, and Santiago is there. Kimmy sends one, a header, and Velasquez will get that. And Velasquez has been pretty busy tonight as she was in the JV game. Which one are we on here? Which one? Here? Okay, that works. Let me put 2 paperweights. There we go. Hopefully our book won't get blown away here. By the way, I need to be congratulated for getting through this entire thing without losing my script to the wind.
I have to say, I am impressed.
You should be. Far side. Grizzlies working it. Kimmy sends it back. And nice play there by Grizzlies to get it forward. Here we go. Here's Amaya Alvarez sending a long one. And that's going to go wide, and that may roll over the goal line, and it will, and that'll be a goal kick.
Goal kick, West High. Subbing for Northwest, number 7, Adri Bootsma. This goal kick brought to you by Texas Roadhouse, a longtime supporter of Grizzly soccer. New Line Signs is next. Emily Bravo comes out and takes a breather. And the goal kick comes out towards center, bounces over several people, and here comes West High into Grizzly territory. And that long one's going to go all the way back. Liliana will take charge and send it over here to Bonnie Rueda, who's all by herself, and I do mean by herself. Isbell, now back to Thomas. And Isbell watches it go out of play. That'll be a throw in for Northwest, and we got a sub coming in. Northwest substitution, number 14, Jamison McHugh. This one comes in, and Kimmy Aguero sends one to the middle, where Alvarez sends it to Grant. Grant sends a great ball up the far side for Bootsma. West High defensively can do nothing except send it out of play. Here's another one for Johnston. Centering pass, and it's intercepted. That was intended for McHugh. That one's going to go out of play and belong to West High. West High will throw it in. 10 minutes gone. First half, Grizzlies lead 1-0. This is the final regular season game of the year for both teams. They will set up the final playoff seedings on Saturday morning. Although we pretty much know what we're doing. There's a header. McHugh shot blocked. Still loose on the floor. Alvarez.
Fantastic goal by Amaya Alvarez.
Beautiful goal. Northwest Grizzly goal. Goal scorer number 16, Amaya Alvarez. Unassisted.
Yeah.
Unassisted.
Because it was off of all kinds of...
The wind is picking up and messing up my paperweight.
Your mic is still on.
The wind is still picking up and messing up my paperweight. Back underway. Yeah, we're running out of phones here to use as paperweights.
Well, mine works perfectly as paperweight right now since it's dead. You're welcome.
Yeah, no problem. Kimmy sends one forward, and there's a nice save by goalkeeper Velasquez. That could have been goal number 3 very easily. Out to center it comes. Up, Amaya Alvarez with it. She just scored a moment ago. Now wide on the far side. That's Toby Mitchell sending one forward. Bootsma centers one. Now here's Alvarez again. Kimmy Aguero. There's a big blast over everything, and that'll be a goal kick. Goal kick, West High. Subbing for Northwest, number 4, Addison Porter. And this goal kick brought to you by New Line Signs, the official sign and banner provider of Grizzly soccer. Kimberly Johnston comes out for a breather. Kimberly scored the first goal. Up the far side. Bootsma has it. Oh, she got held for a minute, but she still got the ball. She centers one.
Porter tried to volley it, got it blocked on the way, and finally Velasquez will come away with it and punt it. By the way, the wind is in the face of Northwest here, blowing at about 25 miles an hour. It has actually picked up since we started. But it was still not blowing hard enough to prevent us from using the tunnel tonight for senior night. Maya Alvarez in the center circle with it. She sends one forward. Porter on the near side. Sends one to Aguero. Kimmy, a beautiful pass to Bootsma. There's the little give and go back to Bootsma. Now can she center one? Pardon me. Oh, excuse me. That snuck up out of nowhere. West High sends a long one forward. That's deflected by Bonnie Rueda. Now Audrey Thomas will send it back to Bonnie. Bonnie for Amaya Alvarez. Addison Porter. Porter, a nice centering pass for Raylan Grant. Grizzlies doing very well passing here in the early going. Back to Grant. Now wide for Toby Mitchell. Mitchell sends one forward for Bootsma. Bootsma goes down. A foul is called. It'll be a free kick for Northwest. Free kick's going to be handled over there by Bonnie Rueda. And this is not an impossible shot for her, as we saw the other night. In the air, headed out by West. Back to Amaya Alvarez. Over to Raylan Grant. McHugh. Off of Velasquez, and is it in?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Jamison McHugh scores from Raylan Grant. Northwest Grizzly goal. Goal scored by number 14, Jamison McHugh. The assist, number 6, Raylan Grant. Well, and unless West gets on the board, that's the last celebrating of goals we'll do tonight. West kicks off, and Bonnie Rueda is there to intercept that pass. She'll send it wide for Mitchell. Mitchell sending it up to Bootsma at midfield. Out to center, Amaya Alvarez gets a foot on it and takes it away. Now to Bootsma. Bootsma into space, hoping to get Raylan Grant. McHugh's there. Addison Porter giving chase. McHugh still there. Raylan Grant fighting for it. We're going to miss her next year, as we will miss all of our seniors next year. They will be hard to replace. Whoops, that one gets by Rueda for the moment. Bonnie has it. Centers one for Raylan Grant. McHugh to Bootsma. Bootsma with it again. There's a long one that's going to go over the top, and that'll be a goal kick for West High. Goal kick West. Substituting for Northwest, number 23, Kimberly Johnston. And this goal kick brought to you by Lashley Family Dentistry at 2101 North Ridge Road, providing full-service dental services for your entire family. Kimmy Aguero comes out. And the goal kick is taken. It's intercepted by Amaya Alvarez. Back now to Rueda, who's all alone back here. McHugh sends one in the wide. A perfect pass to Porter. This one's going to get knocked over the goal line, and that'll be a corner kick for Northwest. Corner kick Northwest. Substituting for the Grizzlies, number 5, Emily Bravo. Glare issue? No, there's no question about that. Toby Mitchell takes a breather. They take the corner kick short. Grant puts it in the air. Header by Johnston. Didn't go. Johnston with a shot blocked by the... Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are back in Liberal, and we don't have a lot of information to tell you except that the storms have gotten worse and they have canceled the game for tonight. So we look on to NWHS Grizz for more information as to when this game will be played, if at all. And we thank you for your patience, and we're sorry to have to disappoint you this evening. For Ashley Isbell, Kevin Arkin saying good night from Liberal. We'll be talking to you soon. Have a pleasant evening.